Toxic masculinity. Now, what does that even mean? Am I the problem as a man? Is this the best that I can be? Is it men hating or male bashing to even talk about these things? What if we actually embrace the topics that the controversy brings? And instead of attacking each other and creating more division, how about we listen to one another, enhancing our own vision? And what if we don't take sides in the destruction of debate and trust in what resides inside our love instead of hate? Now, to all the men out there, is this the best that we can do? Of course not. But I'll tell you what, this is a test for me and you, a final exam with just one question. It's not tough to understand. Tell me, truly, what does it mean to be a man? See, that question takes my breath away and rocks me to the core. I'm scared that I won't measure up and I'll be dismissed once more, on the outside being laughed at, doing anything to fit in. Whatever the standard, whatever the game, man, I just want to win. I know the pain of not feeling enough, being impotent to succeed. The desperate struggles, the secret tears when winning is a need. What makes a man? I'm not sure I know, but let's get to the heart of it. The only thing I learned for sure is that losing ain't a part of it. My son asks all the time, but with his eyes and not his mouth. He's watching all the action, trying to figure this mystery out. He looks at movies, sports, commercials on TV. He sees it all and soaks it in as they tell him how to be. Society says, shut up, sit down, I'll tell you what it means. Being a man, being tough, ain't as hard as it may seem. He's learning from everyone, everywhere, both young and old. And with confusing and conflicting rules, this is what he's told. A man is strong, a man is bold, a man is never weak. When faced with opposition, never turn the other cheek. You fight when you're confronted. Don't let them disrespect you. Oh, wow. Is that a tear? Come here. Let me disinfect you. Pain and fear and weak emotions are only for the girls. Is that what you are, you little punk? With your ponytails and curls? Well, let me beat that out of you and see if you can stand hard. But if you can't, you little coward, well, then you lose your man card. And without your card, you can't get in. It's clear you got no hustle. You want it back? Then dry those tears and show me you got muscle. A man is tough and powerful. A real man doesn't cry, boy. And sometimes when that man is caught, a real man has to lie, boy. See, you bark, you growl, you yell, you strike, you hurt, or even kill. Don't ever let somebody hold you down against your will. That's the worst thing that can happen, to drown in your defeat. Never be a victim or drop your weapons, even think about retreat. You never lose, you never quit, you never put your guard down. You always keep the upper hand, you never let your guard down. If someone hits you, hit them back. Don't ever be a wussy. And if someone hurts you, hurt them more. If not, you're just a... Yeah, I know that missing word is linguistic castration. It's the deepest cut of all, complete emasculation. It turns a happy boy into a sad one or a mad one. Spend all your life, boy, making sure that you don't get called that one. So what's it mean to be a man? Simple. Just be tough. Win all the time and never lose. That's how to be enough. Make all the money, drive all the cars, and conquer all the women. This pool of masculinity is the sweetest one to swim in. It's no pressure, boy. It's easy. Just remember, success defines you. Got trauma in your past, boy? Nah. Put that mess behind you. We don't want to hear it. You better keep that to yourself. We can't let other people know that we might need some help. You just lift some weights or drink some beers, but you better knock it off. When men get hurt, we shed no tears. We just walk it off. The only feeling that's ever okay for you to show is anger. Step outside that line with us, you'll find yourself in danger. So now you know the rules, boy, of what it means to be a man. But you won't get the tools, boy. Figure it out if you can. It's survival of the strongest on the battlefield in your head. And if you can't last the longest, you're useless and might as well be dead. Enough! I heard come out of me. He doesn't need your lies. Is that what makes you proud of me, putting on your sick disguise? If crying makes me weak and makes you sick when you look at me, then I'll gladly leave the circle. I'm more committed to feeling happy. And you want to take my man card? Come and do it if you have to. In fact, you won't have to take it. I'll rip it up and throw it at you. For most of my life, those man rules turned me into an emotional bomb. They caused me so much pain and anger that I used to bully my mom. Well, that's my son you're talking to. No matter how hard you try to entrap him, to get to him, it's me you'd be walking through. And see, that's just not going to happen. But he wasn't asking them anyway. My son was looking up at me. My heart skipped a beat, and then I gulped as I sat him on my knee. What our boys are taught a man isn't truth, it's more like cancer. Well, it's time for real men to rise above and finally change the answer. It won't be easy, these wounds are deep, and none of us is perfect, but jumping in the ring and fighting for our boys is worth it. So I ran my fingers through his hair and kissed him on his head. And when my mouth finally pushed out air, this is what it said. Let me tell you what it means I've learned to be a man, son. You don't always have to win, impress, or keep the upper hand, son. It's impossible to be the best, the fastest, and the toughest in every area of life, trying hard not to lose enoughness. And let's start there, my beautiful boy, and talk about your value. I'm proud of you just the way you are. Wouldn't want to live without you. You don't ever have to prove you're strong to me or anyone else. What matters is that you live in joy and you're happy with yourself. So don't look for other people to approve of who you are. Don't ask them to define you. Don't let them set the bar. Yours is the most important voice those ears will ever hear. And yours is the only reflection those eyes will ever see in the mirror. And when it comes to being a man, son, stay true to your divinity. You don't have to be strong and handsome to earn your masculinity. It's not a badge pinned to your shirt when you can pass a test. It's already in that heart of yours that beats inside your chest. And the power flowing in their, son, is greater than all the oceans. And the truth you'll find in their, son, is you're stronger with all emotions. Feelings aren't for little girls. Expression helps your sanity. They keep you grounded, healthy, and connected to your humanity. It's okay to feel your anger, but also fear and pain. It's okay to have doubts and worries. It's okay to feel some shame. Keeping all those things inside you doesn't make you tough. It just creates more pressure, and all the rage keeps boiling up. Real men cry. We all have wounds. It's healthy for you to feel them. Embracing the hidden lessons is the only way to heal them. Don't ever think it's weak if you can't manage them yourself. You're not any less a man, son, if you reach out for some help. And you don't need perfection to keep the card that says you're a man. You don't need inspection. Just be excellent where you can. Now, you will mess up. You'll sometimes lose and miss what you are seeking, but that doesn't make you messed up, a loser, or a weakling. A real man shows up to compete with everything he's got. You do your best, you try to win, but often you will not. Inside those moments of defeat, true manhood is revealed. With eye contact, you shake his hand. A sacred bond is sealed. Competition without division brings us men together. Unified and side by side, each one of us is better. See, tearing down another man doesn't make you strong. That's the addiction of abuse, and it's not where you belong. They say that insult is the way that men show their affection, but we don't need more insults. What we need is more connection. What we need is more I love yous, more approval, and more bro hugs. The real ones, though, the good ones, not the nobody can know hugs. What we need is more I'm proud of yous regardless of performance, because who you are, not what you do, determines your importance. And failure isn't shameful. It shouldn't cause you strife. Failing is the best way you'll find answers in your life. Now, you'll make mistakes. You'll get some B's or C's or D's or F's. I don't care how you perform. I'll never love you less. In the game or on the bench or in the stands, I'll still be proud. Your worth is not defined by measuring up against the crowd. How much money, success, or sex you have doesn't elevate your manhood. If you buy the lie that there's no more to it, you'll grow up to hate your manhood. And wounded men might call you names and try to desecrate your manhood, but the men who've learned there's more depth to it will always celebrate your manhood. And your manhood is defined, son, by how well you treat others. Your life should be designed, son, by your dreams, not another's. Of course, it's fine to succeed, be strong, and win as best you can. But if you lose, please hear me, son. You're not any less a man. The masculine inside you wants to perform, provide, and protect. Those are all healthy divine desires to which you shouldn't object. There's nothing wrong with being a man defined by these three things, but the definitions have to change. So let me tell you what each one means. Performance is all well and good. It makes us feel alive. But should you fall or miss the shot, son, hold your head up high. A performer's value isn't measured only by the wins. It's measured by your heart's extra effort when your ego says, give in. Now, providing is a task the divine masculine does well, but it's not just food and shelter on which your thoughts should dwell. Provide your tribe with humor, joy, and a foundation they can stand on, humility, stability, and a soft heart they can land on. Now, protection is a noble task, but what are we defending? Manhood is a feeble mask when committed to pretending. Being fake is so exhausting. Deception never sets you free. Who you truly are, son, is all you'll ever need to be. Now, when it comes to friends and family, of course a man protects them, but you must not be the menacing force that actually affects them. Your loved ones aren't your pets. It ain't your job to keep them trained. Your strongest words aren't threats. Those will only keep them chained. And making people fear your violence will never make you feel enough. And forcing people into silence will never truly make you tough. The male wound thinks the pain that it's protecting is a good excuse, but it only keeps us trapped in the cycle of projecting self-abuse. Grabbing a gun, using your fists, or even just screaming louder might give you the illusion that you just increased your power. But what it really does, though, is tell your loved ones you're not safe. Instead of building trust, you'll be pushing them away. Forceful threats and heavy hands will never do together what loving words and gentle strength cannot accomplish better. Vulnerable and transparent men are actually 10 times stronger. With nothing to prove, the man inside you can actualize with honor. Now, I know all this might go against what society has taught you, but you're here for a major purpose, which is why your mama caught you. If there's one main gift I have to give, which is why to me God brought you, is for you to know that thick or thin, lose or win, I got you. You teach me more about life than I do you, of that I'm certain. Before I'm done with my assignment, until they close my curtain, I don't just want your ears to hear or your mind to understand. I want your eyes to see and your heart to know what it means to be a man. I love you, son.